Hi, it's Bronwyn from Rap, and in today's Jazler Radio Star video, I want to chat to you about importing songs into the songs database. A successful radio station is based on the execution of excellent planning and preparation. When you take the time to carefully set up your database, you will see that your radio station will benefit tremendously. Now, the songs database is used to import songs and to customize their information content. So when you click on the songs database, a new window will appear. And it's in this window that you're going to set up your songs and how they'll be categorized and accessed, as well as the artist information. And there's some additional information about the songs that a presenter will find useful. Now, most radio stations categorize their music based on the genre, the tempo, the year of publishing, and so on. And creating categories for songs is absolutely fundamental to scheduling because the autopilot schedule in Jazler Radio Star is based on the song categories. So before you even begin to add songs to your database, you need to start with creating a song category. And at the bottom of the window, under the heading Tasks, is a list of options. You're going to click on the first option, Edit Song Properties. And again, a new pop up window will appear. Now, this window is where you will define the categories the songs will be allocated to. So, for example, top 30, top 10, oldies, current, classic, and so on. Now, you can sort the settings into three main categories with the ability to further add subdescription categories. So, for example, when you select category 1, you see all the available lists of subcategories that is associated with the main category 1. If you click on category 2, so it changes, and 3, so it changes. When you want to add a new category, at the bottom of the page, there's a little button that you click and it says new. So you choose the category you want it to be in and you click new. And I'm going to call this the bronze list, for example. And I'm going to select a color for it as well. And I'm just going to change that color to a really nice bright blue. Great. And that's going to be the color associated now with bronze list. So once I've done, I click OK, and it'll take me back to the main songs database window. So now I have my category, and now it's time to import some songs. Right, there are two ways to import songs into the Jazler database, either one song at a time or in a batch of songs. So by clicking the button Add over here, you have the options, import one song or import lots of songs. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're just going to import one song for now. So we click on it. Two new dialog windows appear. Now, the first one is an Explore window where you're going to choose which song you want to import. It's absolutely critical that you choose the correct folder on the correct network drive where Jazler has been installed, as Jazler will create a link to that file and its file path. So if the file path link is broken, then Jazler will display the song, but the song will not play in the playlist and it will skip or disappear on broadcast playouts. So just make sure that you are choosing the songs from the correct Jazler network. Once you've selected the appropriate song from the appropriate folder, you're going to click open. So I'm going to load in a character building. And the song analysis or record window is now active. All the fields that are highlighted in red must be filled in. And the more detailed you are in this window, the better it's going to be for the on-air presenter. So let's look a little bit more closely at each field. The first thing we want to do is create a new artist. And this one is a male artist. And I have some information on this artist over here. We're looking for the song Character Building. And the artist name is Sims. So I'm just going to copy that for the moment and go back in. Name is Sims, and the birth date is let's make it 2001. First of the verse is great, and let's make this in South Africa. And now the history. This is really important. I've got some information on Sims, and I'm just going to copy that information, and I'm going to paste that information into the history, right? And once I'm done, I'm going to say OK and let it load up. Right, so we've got the name in. You can see that the red has disappeared. Now the title. And the title of the song is Character Building. Oops, and I need to just make sure that over here, everything, this is data capturing, people, and you need to do it properly. So if there's a mistake, you go back and you check, and if there is an error, you go back and correct it. And it's from the album, I don't know, let's just call it Bronze Fiddle. And the label is Rocky Road. And the songwriter, oh, well, it's definitely Sims. And the composer is definitely Sims and Buckwheat. And then the CD key, the barcode, autocode, playlist code, and so on. This will all be information that you'll be able to get from the supply, from your label, your ISRC codes, and so on. But now you can see those categories are listed over here. Category 1, that's our primary category, and this is going to be under bronze list, and it is definitely current. And we're going to give it some subcategories over here because when the autopilot comes on, we want it to choose from this bronze list first and then from the current list. So when we categorize other songs into that current list, it's going to choose from that pool that's been grouped together. For category 2, we're going to put it in under pop. It's actually, you know what, maybe we should put it in under, let's put it in under actually hip hop rather than pop this time. And category 3, we're just going to label it as medium. Characteristics, priority 1 or 2, I'd like it to be a priority 1. So we'll change that. This is all to do with your scheduling. And then the year 2021, vocal presence, it is a male. And then we can have a look here. We can audition the song.
And I've been thinking about my character lately, feeling like.
And we can go right to the end. What I want to do is actually apply a fade at the end. So I'm just going to fade that out a little bit. And I think I'm going to take it. And I think I'm going to take it back from around about here. Okay. Yep, I'm good with that. Right, so now that we've clearly gone ahead and we've done a little bit of data capturing and we've added some information in and filled it all out and got our categories right, we now click OK. And we'll notice that it's been added into our songs database. And this is critical for the studio side of things, critical for the play out and for your presenter. So let's click OK over here. Takes us back to our control panel and we can flip back into our studio. This is the side that we had a look at previously where I did the overview. So now in the middle column with these green buttons, now we want to add some songs into our playlist for broadcast. So we're going to click on change. Our middle section changes. We're going to say show only the new editions. And you'll see that Sims is in there. I'm going to click on Sims and I'm going to enter. I'm going to add it. And you'll see that the information appears on the gray slot, the first gray slot over there. Now, remember, this is all for broadcast. This is all for play out. So I'm going to escape back. So we have our green column again. And if I click on the info, you'll see that the information that we added for Sims is ready. So as it's playing out, I can, as the presenter, chat about Sims. I've got a little bit of information just to make things a bit spicy on air and have something to hand that makes things quite interesting for the listener and a bit of background on the music as well, just as a bit of filler and you know, just in case you've lost something or a song has changed or you haven't seen a song for ages and you forgot what it was about. This is really, really useful for your presenter on air. So of course now, when you want to play out, you're going to click your stop next button and it's flashing red. It's waiting for the song to start. As soon as you click that button again, you're going to be playing the track. So let's have a listen. Here we go.
And I've been thinking about my character lately, feeling like LA ain't the place.
Right, I've just paused it for the moment and you can see that at the top here is the countdown. You can see I've got 26 seconds to go. And here's a really nice large display clock to give me an indication of what the actual time is. And I can keep an eye on when my show needs to end as well. So I can continue now by unchecking pause.
Just maybe when you don't need clouds to find a spot that's shady, that's a sign to get out.
If I wanted to fade out that song, I would click the fade button over here while it's playing. Let's have a listen.
Before you end up crazy and I be looking like California, feeling like Chicago. But what
And as soon as that countdown is off and there's no stop next button, what's going to happen is that microphone is live. Whatever you say will go out on air until, of course, you add something new into the slot. So let me show you something else quickly. We go into the change menu. I've got 3 songs in here, so I'm going to add in, let's just quickly reset that. I'm going to add in Amor Jones. I'm going to add in Sims again. And I'm going to add in Rachel. Now I've got 3 slots. I've got 3 songs that are going to play back to back. I hit stop next. Whatever's in the first slot is the first thing that will play. Then it'll move to the second slot. Then it'll move to the third slot. But if I wanted to do a link between songs 1 and 2, so after song 1, I wanted to talk, and then I wanted to play Sims and Rachel Maloney back to back without interruption, I'm going to use my stop next button. So as soon as I uncheck this, that song is going to play. All right, so let's have a look.
Something's not clear, and I don't see that you feel hurt.
And it's counting down the seconds to when it's going to play into the next song. So I now want to do a link in between song number 1 and song number 2. So I need to stop that next track so that I can talk, and then I can restart a track number 2 and 3. So here we go.
That you miss me, I guess that you forgot the past. I see you happy in your life. Can we talk about love? Let's talk about love. Tell me about your life, and then you go tell me if you're nice. Oh yeah, call me in the night. Yeah. I do not understand this. I do not understand this. If you were in love, if you were in love, I do not understand this. I do not understand this. Baby, your love is like fire, it's burning my heart and my body.
Up next is Sims, who hails from Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in the projects, refining his love for music by rapping and singing on street corners with his 2 sisters. He's worked in various jobs, and then he was discovered by a major label executive who, through a chance encounter, got to hear Sims live. And here he is. His debut album, Character Building, reflects on his growing years in the projects, and his current single is also titled Character Building, and it's a tribute to him overcoming adversity into success.
And I've been thinking about my character lately, feeling like LA ain't the place, just maybe when you don't need clouds to find a spot that's shady, that's a sign to get out before you end up crazy. And
Don't forget about me. I can leave.
Right, so you can now start to see the power of this program and how you can start to move things around. I hope that you were able to just get a good feel of the playlist side of things, the slots, how they work. If we wanted to, for example, move some songs up in position and change their position, so we'll put those 3 back in. But let's say, for example, I wanted Sims to be at number 2. I can use these positions over here. I can move it up, and I can move Amor Jones down. If I wanted Rachel and then Sims and then Amor. So, you can change the playlist. If I click on 3, then Amor is going to play. If I click on 1, Rachel will play. If I click at the top here,
Don't forget about me.
And I've been thinking about my character lately, feeling like LA.
Something's not clear.
so it's a matter of getting used to the program and playing with the program and learning your timing so that you have a flawless performance as you're managing your play out. Thank you for watching, and we're going to go in depth now into all the different parts. I'm going to go through the whole studio and how you can start to utilize the studio. But the whole idea behind this today was just to get you to see how valuable it is to go to your songs database and spend some time when you're importing on really making the effort to fill in those different slots and that different information and to categorize it, you can see how valuable it is to be able to fill out all of these areas. The more information you have, the better it is. It's nice for the presenter on air, and it just helps to have a really great radio show, and it really helps the presenters to have something to hold on to when they live on air, and they might get flustered, they might have something thrown at them, and it's just a nice little anchor point for them to have a look at and sound really great. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next video.